Yep.
So
So the clue here is this idea of a role. We play or perform a role. And in this case, it's an object that's performing or playing a role.
so
Uh,
uh,
in
yep.
it I guess it doesn't it doesn't kind of fit to say that this object became a role. A role is like uh, a job or a function within some process. Um, so it doesn't become that role. It could inhabit that role or play that role or perform that role or even take on that role. So it's that word role that's a key signal here that these other options don't work.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
mm.
Correct.
To embody means to take on in a kind of bodily way the qualities of something. Um,
So produce is, but let me show
you
you
know,
the
to kind of act out.
the first meaning.
Yeah, so to kind of if you've got something that exists as an idea and you're kind of expressing it through a physical, concrete form, that's embodiment.
Mhm.
Or if you've got like a word or a phrase that contains an idea. Um, yeah, it means that through their bodies and what they're doing with them, they're actually representing or expressing these other ideas, these
Mhm.
ideas of spirit or
Through their actions. Okay, through their playing.
that's
Okay,
right.
yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
And
So in this case, it's about strings. So strings don't really embody a tone. They produce a tone.
produces and perfect.
It's tone is not an idea that they are expressing. Tone is actually a physical effect.
Yeah. And
Mm.
also here,
Okay, so its popularity gradually declined in the 18th century as keyboard instruments became more fashionable. Um, Nevertheless, the lute
so
remains an important subject of study.
why you didn't choose despite, for example,
Mm. You would have to say despite this.
despite of or
Mm.
in spite of,
Despite
sorry,
despite despite this,
despite this.
because what there's a contrast. Um, even though it's less popular after the 18th century, it is still something we study. So nevertheless is the right connection for that relationship between the two sentences.
So when we want to use,
Um, okay, so the way you could use despite here would be to combine these two sentences. You could say, despite a decline in popularity in the 18th century, the lute remains an important subject of study. So if you use despite,
comma,
you,
this
you
is
would
wrong.
you don't want to use despite comma. No.
No, we don't have.
Y-
We should
Yeah.
just use nevertheless,
But
comma. Okay.
yeah. So nevertheless is I think they call it an adverb,
Yeah.
conjunctive adverb or yeah. Um
Nevertheless is a conjunctive adverb. Okay.
I think so.
Yeah, but no, we don't want to learn that thing. We just want to know that it's used
hmm.
singular and then comma, but despite, we should despite this
So
or despite blah blah blah, but and
you're
then
right.
comma.
You're right that despite could be used to show the relationships between these two ideas, but it would have to come before the previous sentence. Despite a gradual decline in popularity,
Yeah.
the lute remains an important subject of study. Then it would become a
Yeah.
concessional structure.
Oh yeah. I didn't understand the difference between lute and guitar, to be honest.
They're not, as it says in the text, they're not very popular now. Like they're not
Yeah.
not used very much.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a different shape, and
Yeah.
a different
Thi-
sound.
This is lute, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
And is it frequently used? Is it
Yeah,
correct? Used, yeah.
yeah, and that's because it's about today. It's
Yeah.
a state, like an ongoing state in the present.
Perfect.